back again with another video, you feel me? So, it's been 2 months since I haven't posted a video. I've been busy. So, we're just gonna do a quick story time and an update. So, as of November 3rd, I'm a licensed driver now. Remember how I told you? I failed the test a couple times. So, this is the update. I went to Seaview Avenue. If you know, for my Brooklyn people, you know where Seaview Avenue is. I took it the 3rd of November around 3 p.m. I had used my mom's BMW because, prices to rent school cars is ridiculous right now. So now, how did the test go? I passed, as like I said before. So when I went there, it was like all of the examiners, they were black, right? What a coincidence, right? That's so ironic. And I went there. My mom took me, right? I had a examiner. He had dreads. My mom had dreads, so maybe that could have been something in my favor. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas, but I've had a lot of practice before that. Only thing I messed up on was the parking, but we're gonna get into that. So, guy came, he said, "Who's taking the road test?" My mom said, "He is." All right. So I got in. I was a little nervous on the inside, I ain't gonna lie. So, mind you, I told you I had a lot of practice, but it's like, it was just, okay, now this is the big day. Now I gotta crack down on my nerves and I could do this. Shoot. So I got in the driver's seat. The examiner got in. Now he's filling in the paperwork. He says, okay, today we're gonna do some left turns, some right turns, 3-point turn, and a parking. So he said, when you're ready, you can start. So I put the car on. Excuse me. I put the car on. I shift the gears, regular procedure, signal, check for traffic, pulled out. Now, when you go to Seaview Avenue, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna make a left turn. I made a left turn. My turns were good. My driving in traffic was good. So, we drive in a couple blocks. I go to always stop sign. Procedure, first come, first serve. Nobody was there. I went. Now, he told me, pull over to the side. Now we're gonna parallel park. Now, the parking is the only thing that I've got points on, and I was just, 15 points, and then that's just for parking alone. I didn't mess up on the parking per se, but certain things that they look for, I didn't really do it in a sense. Because, with parking, I had, my nerves were in high gear because that is something that I messed up on last time. So now, I'm parking, I'm looking behind me, and, I got out my 45, turned it left, finished the parking, pulled it in the space. I put in drive, drove up a little bit. Now, it's like, I put in park. Then he opened the door. He said, "You're a little far, but, it's not bad, right?" So, what the distance now, that was just 5 points, and then the 10 points was for not looking around as much. But at least I passed. So then he told me reverse, do a 3-point turn, right? did a 3-point turn. Then he made me drive back to the site, well, to the start of the line, right? He gave me my paper, right? And you know when you did good, when you don't feel anxious to check the results. Because like I said, well, I didn't say this, but the rule now is you gotta wait like a couple of hours, like after 6 p.m. to see how you did. Now that was like, I wasn't nervous. So that's a good sign. And when you do everything on the test, that is also a good sign. So I wait until, I didn't wait exactly until 6. I checked the time and it was like 5:45. I signed on with my ID number, my birthday, and it says pass. I was so happy to see that I passed because, you know, I've worked hard for this big achievement, right? I've had like 5 attempts before this, right? Ain't no shame in that. But it's very fulfilling because, you know, it's something that you have to have as, you know, me personally, something that you have to have as a man. But, you know, I got it and they showed me, you know, just 15 points off, and that was just for the parking. It says pass, and then you got to print out a temporary slip. Now, you know, I'm still waiting for the license to come in the mail. 2 weeks, you know, you gotta wait 2 weeks for it to come in the mail. And then, you know, this is a blessing. And the funny thing is, you know, people doubted me. They didn't think that I was gonna pass because I took it like 4 times before it. Well, yeah, 4 times before it. And I was like, the victory is sweeter when no one believed in you, right? So, you know, this right here is just a story of just perseverance. And, you know, I'm glad that I finally passed it. You know, I wasn't nervous when I did the test, but it was to the point where the parking part is where I felt the nerves kick in, because when it kicked in, it was because of last time I took it at that same location, I failed because I hit the curb. So when he told me to park, I was like, yeah, I was a little scared on the inside because I'm like, I do not want to hit that curb. So I made sure I put my mirror down so I could see the curb. I locked it all the way to the left, and I felt like I was gonna be too close, but at the time, my judgment was probably like a little off, because, you know, sometimes mirrors are not really your best friend all the time. It depends, right? Because some things may seem closer than they appear. Sometimes they have you park in an area that may have a little bump in the road. So, yeah. So that's really it. You know, I'm glad that I got it finally. So, you know, I can officially say that I'm a licensed driver. Now, my advice to everyone is like, if you ever feel like, you know, you're doubted and people don't believe in you, you have to have that self-perseverance and that self-courage to keep going. And that's what you can learn from me. Comment your thoughts. Peace.